Mm-mm. Snek. Okay, let's see. Do I have this right now? No, but I guess we can do this instead. Yo, Eric, how you doing, man? Welcome, welcoming. Okay, one more. Welcome to the ZZZ as the next day. I haven't pulled yet, by the way. I'm just gonna do the usual, you know, waiting for people to maybe come around, you know, and when I see enough people, then I'll pull. If not, then, you know, I'll pull anyways, but, you know, try to give time for people. I'm doing alright. Just that I was going to stream on Monday with some Neo 3, you know, level 1 shenanigans. But level 1 samurai style shenanigans. But I ended up not doing it because I was pending a call, so I didn't want to, you know, interrupt the stream if depending on the call and whatnot. So I decided to not do it. And I don't know when I'll actually be streaming, because depending on what, I might do Friday, or I might do Saturday, or I might just do Monday even for that. Because tomorrow I want to do some more ZZZ stuff, but I'm probably just gonna record, not stream. Because today I'm gonna be streaming quite a bit of ZZZ anyways. So. But yeah, how about you? How you doing? The level 1 samurai run is going even worse than I anticipated, honestly. I thought it would have been a bit less bad. Yeah, it's okay. DS1 boss runs and playing random games. Which random games? Combination of Escape from Tarkov brought to boss talk and classic World of Warcraft hardcore. I see. I cannot say that I have played any of those. Look at Cisia. Yeah, I see. Yeah, I'm not big in survival games, and I don't like first-person shooters, so XDD. I like shooters in general. I mean, there's some exceptions, you know. Like I did like PvZ Garden Warfare, but yeah. Quite here. I was really around the map.
君たちが依頼を受けてくれたときは見間違話すと長くなるんだけど、いいタイミングだったみたいだね。手短に話すね。ホラーザヒデータの改ざんってあの規模の大会で。その通りだから私も断ったよ。インターネットにホラーザヒーローの選手向けに特注されたって販売元が言うにはこのデコイを使えば定休へ。名前も言おうともだけどなんか危ないものなき。
You usually gravitate towards first-person shooter survival games, scene games, and action games like Dark Souls and Neo. RPGs if you had to describe your gaming preferences. Yeah, in my case, obviously when it comes to action games, action RPGs and whatnot, sword-based gameplay for the most part, and if it has a lot of freedom and it's very snappy, then it's better. Platforming, I prefer 2D platforming, especially with good music and whatnot, because I don't know, it just feels better when platforming has good music. Arcade racers, for sure. Turn-based RPGs, but mainly Dragon Quest, honestly. Like, besides that, it has to be something special. What else? Puzzle games depends, but I don't know, like, in terms of things that I would be willing to pay for, that's pretty much it. For others, it is either it's very, very cheap or it's free. As for games that I don't play, basically almost any shooter. No, I never played any Warhammer game. I don't play horror games either. If it's first person, most likely I have not played it, except for maybe Minecraft. You know, because technically you can also play it in not first person, but it's not as good to play. There are some more exceptions, like back in the days where EA released good games, you know, with SSX Tricky and SSX3, you know, all that kind of stuff. Horror in general has never really appealed to you, aside from Texas Chainsaw Massacre. Yeah, no, I've never been much of a fan. Like, I've watched some movies here and there, but it's just... And, you know, some playthroughs of certain games as well. Like, that's another thing, story-based games, like, if it's just very, very story-focused and it doesn't have much else going for it, it's basically like an interactive movie, I'll just watch it if I'm interested in the concept. I'm not actually gonna play it. I have played several you know, hack and slash games like the Para Warriors and whatnot, but nowadays I don't think it is to my taste anymore. Like, some stuff in the past I've been fine with it, but nowadays not. And that's one of the examples, because when I played Dynasty Warriors, like the new Dynasty Warriors, it was alright, but it just kind of like I didn't get into it that much. Maybe it's just like the style of it, you know, like it wasn't Para Warriors, so I was less interested, I don't know. but yeah, I mean, I never really cared much about the story. I mean, I can appreciate a good story, but if it doesn't have good gameplay, like interesting gameplay, then I'm not gonna care about it enough to actually play it, even if it's free. Like the reason why I play, for example, this game is because it has cool gameplay and also good characters. Like the story itself, it can be pretty nice every now and then, but if it was absolute garbage, I would not really care much either. Like, I've seen people say, "Oh yeah, like the story is the reason to play gachas." It's like, no, not really, not for me. There's only one AAA game that you're interested in this year, which is GTA 6, but GTA 6 is not gonna come out this year. And you know, I have zero interest in GTA at all. Like the only other big game, I don't know if it's AAA or AA or whatever, that I'm interested in this year is Phantom Blade Zero, I think. Besides that, I'm interested in the expansion of the what is it called? The Granblue Fantasy Relink, you know, the Endless Ragnarok expansion. And you know, like, I don't know what to expect about Neo 3, because it has been so disappointing in so many aspects with the changes that they decided to do. Like, they had something really good with Neo 1 and 2. Neo 2 improved on almost everything. And then they decided to throw, like, half of that to the window on Neo 3 in favor of other things. And I just, okay, sure. Just destroy everything you have built. So yeah, I'm not expecting much from the DLC, sadly. Like, I feel like it's just like a change of direction, and they're not actually gonna address the actual issues because the issues are part of the change of direction. And if that's the case, then so be it. Yeah. I'm glad that I didn't have to actually buy it. But I really wish like it was everything that it deserved to be. But it feels like it's just like a game. Like the change of direction is basically like, oh yeah, I'm gonna we're just gonna try to appeal to the new audience, you know, make it like so like the new people can get into it and whatnot, and just forget about the replayability or the veterans or anything like that. It's like it's not like it doesn't have anything for endgame or anything like that. I'm not saying that. It's just like the very start of the game and the way the game itself is designed. It's just basically saying, yeah, replayability has not been taken into consideration, and we don't care about it. You want to keep playing the game, then play the fucking same file, because otherwise the replayability value drops down. And the funny thing is that even on NG+, it's not as good as Neo 1 or 2. So, yeah. My motivation for Neo stuff is pretty low right now. I do want to continue, like I want to finish the level 1 samurai run, but After I'm done with that, I'll just definitely not continue. Yo, Torfi. ¿Qué pasa, tío? Bienvenido. Gracias por el raid. Thank you for the raid, Torfi. No sé cuántos de vosotros sabéis inglés. I don't know how many of you know English. But thank you for stopping by. Thank you for joining from Torfi's stream. Gracias por venir del stream de Torfi. ¿Qué tal, Torfi? Hey, yo. Personally, once I saw that I added they added Ninja and Samurai. Sorry. They added Samurai and Ninja was added. That's when you lost interest. You personally like the lack of balance in Neo 1. I mean, personally, I don't think Neo 1 balance is a good one. But the lack of balance on Neo 3 and the lack of balance on Neo 1 is completely different. In Neo 1, the lack of balance was basically like, okay, you can get one shot super easily, but you can also just completely destroy them, you know, like if you just abuse mechanics. In Neo 3, the lack of balance is like, okay, so you don't need to build up anything, you can just go to the back with a ninja style and just destroy them with that. And confusion doesn't really work like it did in the previous entries, where they cannot recover their key. Like sometimes it does, other times it doesn't. And yeah, if you use a bunch of fucking magic and ninjutsu and whatnot, you can just destroy them and whatnot. But then you try to play more in like in line to what you could play in Neo 1 or 2. You know, with less tools, like not trying to rely so much on the tools. Just rely more on the core gameplay of Samurai. And it doesn't work. So that's the lack of balance. Voy a comer y preparar la comida. Tengo que ir a trabajar. Ok. Suerte con eso. Aprovecha. Que aproveche. Pones de fondo, bien. Gracias, gracias, Tofi. Sí, no estoy haciendo muchos streams últimamente. Estoy... no sé. Haciendo otras cosas. So yeah, like the idea is that Neo 3 is designed in such a way that it just kind of like shits on everything that the Neo 1 and 2 build up on. Yeah, exactly. Like, honestly, like the best way to do Neo 3, in my honest opinion, is... okay, keep the open field ideas present, the masters present, you know, all that stuff like present. But do not introduce a mandatory tutorial as an intro. Do not split the gameplay between Samurai and Ninja. Just expand the gameplay of Samurai. You know, with all the weapons and whatnot. On, you know, the Neo gameplay. Because now we call it Samurai, but it was just Neo gameplay before. And you know, just make an option to turn off the tutorials in general, and do not remove things that Neo 1 and 2 had, like for example buying a weapon on the blacksmith and whatnot, right? Just expand upon the idea, like the magic system. I didn't know what to think about it early on, but now I really know what I think about it. I think it's actually trash in the way it is implemented, especially with the menu. Like, I think the idea of putting magic behind the... what is it called? You know, getting, like, defeating certain enemies and whatnot, and getting their soul core is fine. But the soul core summoning is pretty trash. It's not very interesting. There's less weapon variety in 3 compared to 1 and 2. Yeah, because it's the gameplay is split in 2. And, you know, like, technically we have the same amount of weapons as in 2, but at the same time it's split in between 2 different gameplay styles, and, you know, it just feels like less. You know, like... What else I was gonna say? Yeah, the unlocking shit as you progress, in terms of like unlocking mechanics as you progress, is also very shit. Like, why can't we just not pick the like the weapon that we want, the weapon type that we want at the start? Why can't we just not do that? Why do we have to start with mid stance only and wait for like defeating the first boss in order to unlock the high stance and low stance? Why do we need to unlock the Guardian Spirit skill and then afterward, without changing anything, any input or like it's literally the same fucking thing. It's just suddenly it has the property of countering. Like then you unlock after you defeat a boss the counter, the Guardian Spirit skill counter. I don't know, man. Like it's just a lot of things that are just absolute fucking garbage compared to Neo 2. I could go on, but yeah. Even character creator wise, like they didn't introduce like longer hairstyles or anything like that. Like it's for the most part, yeah, there's some improvements to the character creator, but there's barely any. Unlocking the second slot, you know, this weapon slot via dojos. Dojos are still like, you know, hiding things behind. Less things in general besides the weapon thing. The weapon thing is just absolute garbage. Yeah. And yeah, man, I still haven't started the video for the. Okay, we need to unlock the rest later on. Yeah, Wolong would have been way better than without the morale, but it's not even the only issue that Wolong had. Wolong didn't let you actually change equipment while moving at all. Wolong skill system was absolutely dependent on the weapon as well, which is really shit. Like, you go to the same spot, you know, you open a chest that has like a halberd or whatever, of a particular name, a particular rarity and whatnot. Every time is the same, but then the martial art changes. So, you know, instead of like just having it be consistent, or even better, having the character have the moveset, you know, like the skills on the. So it's not weapon dependent. It's kind of trash. I don't know. Okay, how many people do we have here? I'm gonna actually start. Yeah, actually, I'm gonna do a prediction. I'm gonna start a prediction right now. Start prediction. Okay, I'm gonna start a prediction right now. Right there. You should be able to see it. It's like a half an hour of prediction, you know, giving time people to do it. And meanwhile, I'll do this. Okay, what can we do here? Man, I haven't used Miyabi here. Inside. The Miyabi. Nangong is already used. I could do Yishuan, Yufufu, I guess. Yishuan, Yufufu, and then Lucia. Yeah, that's a team that I can use. So I'll be making up time here with this. Yeah, I felt sure on his potential, yeah. I don't know, like, ever since after the release of Neo 2's DLCs, the fact is they have been missing the mark on the potential for their games. Like, they changed their approach, and sure, that might work for new people the first time around, but you don't get to preserve the new people. Like, you cannot just like decide between you know, getting new people and you know, getting, you know, making the rest happy. Like, you can just do both. Like, if you cannot do both, it's just because you're just unable to really discern what truly matters. In my honest opinion. Like, all what I've been saying is, like, you can have both things, you know, like. What? Yeah, but the issue is not the difficulty of the game. The issue is that what they want to do is they want to cater to newer audiences, so they have to, like, you know, make things very, very accessible for them. And then they forget about people who just don't like that approach and don't need that approach, whether they're veterans or not. And, you know, when you only cater for new people, it's like, for example, imagine you're a tennis player, right? Sorry, I'm just always giving the same example because that it comes to close to home. Imagine you're a tennis player. You know, you have been playing for a few years, and every time that you start, like, a tennis session, you know, like a tennis class or whatever, they always start with the very basics. You know, as if you've never played before. Wouldn't that be annoying as fuck? Because it would, for me. And you know the funny thing is that you can always customize your difficulty. Like it was never an issue. Like Neo 1, 2, 3, anyone can beat them. Okay, it's just a matter of like how good of a, or you know, how hard you wanted to make it. You know. We're interested to know how many copies of Neo 3 sold compared to Neo 1 and 2. Pretty sure it sold more. But the thing is, it's remember when I was talking about the strategy of Ubisoft? You know, like being very short-sighted and not seeing in the long run. It is this. Like, yeah, sure, Neo 3 is gonna sell more. Or it has been selling more, but if you continue this trend, like people are just gonna lose the hope that the what is it called? That the company, or you know, like the team, actually delivers the good stuff, you know. And if people lose the trust on them delivering the good stuff, then they'll stop actually buying this stuff. And I wish I didn't have to say this, because honestly, like I don't want to get to the point where they just go, yeah, like you are just criticizing all the time, like you don't like your shit, like you keep dissing it all the time, so we don't give you stuff. That could very well happen. I don't know if it will happen or not, but that could very well happen. But the thing is, like I always just say what's on my mind and how I see things. Like I'm never gonna bullshit when I talk about things. And I'll say this, like my view on the game was much more positive when I finished my first playthrough than when I kept playing later on, and you know, seeing things, you know, in a, you know, from a different perspective besides, you know, one playthrough kind of thing. So like right now, like the score that I would give the game as is right now, like I don't know, like I was talking about like a 9 on, you know, after release, or before release or whatever. I don't know, after playing it once, and nowadays I'm thinking like 8 or less. Like I don't know, it just keeps dropping. Like my perception of the game, you know, how good it is, keeps dropping. Because I just fail to recognize Neo on it more and more. You know? And you know, the moment that a game loses its identity, then that's probably the worst thing that it can happen to that game. In this case, the game series. So yeah, I don't know. And yeah, like I've been saying, like I would be the first one to wish that everything was great, and I would not have to complain about anything. You know, I'm the first one who really hopes that is the case, but you know, like I can't. Sadly, I cannot. I don't think it's a 6 out of 10. The thing is, like, the game itself, like, it depends. Okay, I could give it two kinds of scores. If you take it as is, you know, as a game, I would say it's an 8.5 or something like that. But if you take it as the successor of Neo 1 and 2, then it is a 5. Or even worse. It just fails to be Neo. Like, it is a failure as a sequel. Like, a lot of my complaints come from being from Neo 1 and 2 and seeing how much they have fucking fucked it up. Which is kind of like similar to what happened with Ronin. It's like, yeah, I mean, if you take it as is, you know, Ronin is a great game, but, you know, coming from Neo 1 and 2, it is not that good. But so Neo 3 is kind of like the same kind of deal, you know, like, coming from the previous Neos, it's just a big failure. So it depends. Like, I don't know, like, if Neo 2 is S rank, Neo experience, and Neo 1 is A or B, depending on how you look at it, then Neo 3 is D. It is like like, honestly, I don't know how else to say it. It is a failure from the team at recognizing what made Neo 1 and 2 so good. Yeah. But the thing is, like, the most, like, the casual experience is not very handicapped. You know, the casual experience, the one playthrough experience, like I was saying, is actually pretty good. You know, it's like Neo level, so to speak. The issue is what comes after. Afterwards, you see. You start seeing it from as a whole, you know, and from a replayability aspect and whatnot, and it fails miserably. Let me know when the prediction time is up, by the way. And also, like, I'm gonna check the, because I cannot check it from here for some reason. Okay, no one is predicting them inside. Why do I bother? Okay, Jishuan is completed. Still have Jidari, Jao. I guess we can try Jidari. With who? Jidari with who? With Fufu. And Lucia, I guess. What is the bitch? Where's the taco? Here. That was actually pretty good, in my opinion. I much prefer Dark Souls 2 than 1. And in terms of PvP, I prefer Dark Souls 2 than 3. PvE wise, not, but yeah. Yeah, honestly, like, I think the reason why there's several reasons, of course, but probably like the biggest reason why people tend to dislike Dark Souls 2 more is because they put Dark Souls 1 as the standard, and it makes like the in Dark Souls 2 things are different. But from my viewpoint, Dark Souls 2 is just better than Dark Souls 1. The only things that are worse in Dark Souls 2, from my viewpoint, is the interconnection of the world. Besides that, just 2 is just better. And I'll die on that hill. I mean, I will not die, but you know, I'll defend the hill. In the same way that Bloodborne, I think, is superior in the most things as well, compared to the other Miyazaki games. think it's mostly displayed due to changes related to iframes and how they work. Oh, you mean like the agility thing? Yeah, I remember. I mean, yeah, it's not the best. That's also like the soul memory shenanigans. Yeah, there's a lot of shenanigans going on. I don't know, aesthetically speaking, and in terms of how gameplay feels, you know, how it feels like gameplay-wise, I don't like DS1. Boom. One of them were your favorite for the DS games. First game had a lot of good speedrun potential. I don't know, I never liked Dark Souls 1. It just looks like shit to me. Like in terms of looks, it looks even worse than Demon Souls. Obviously, Demon Souls is worse mechanically, but you know. The bigger issue that I had with DS3 is that it didn't have any of the PvP potential that Dark Souls 2 had. Like, it was a downgrade PvP wise compared to Dark Souls 2, my honest opinion. And you know. Never really bother with PvP in the Dark Souls games. Because the cheaters, not hackers, can give you items that will get you banned. Yeah. Ah, no, I didn't have that issue. Then again, I was... Fuck. I was playing on console back in the days. With friends, especially. Hackers. Yeah, I don't like yeah. To me, it's the opposite. To me, it's the opposite, Eric. Like, I don't know, it's just like the pew pew shenanigans. I don't care about it. It's just, eh. Like, especially when it comes to first person. It's just... Yeah, I didn't. I tried some games, you know, that had, you know, shooter shenanigans going on when I was, I don't know, 20 years younger or something, I don't know. Maybe 15. But I don't know, I was never interested in it. It just... I don't know, it's just very not interesting to me. And I do like I played Jack 2 and 3, which by the way I might play soon again, because the open world is finished. You know, they finished Jack 3. Such good games. So yeah, in those games there's like gun gameplay and whatnot, but I don't know. As opposed to first-person shooters, that gameplay is fun to me. So yeah. Then again, it combines also, you know, like it's third person. It has like a melee combat attached to it as well. It's just better. It's actually fun. That's not the weird point with a 28 game design. Has changed a lot since you were younger. For games where, yeah, for sure. For sure. That's one of the main issues that I have with the new games, and I have to make that video, and I want to do it, but I keep getting sidetracked with everything. You know, getting side projects going on. But yeah, you will see my view on things in a better way with that video when it happens. Boom. Nice, more damage is good. More damage equals good. We take more damage, we don't care. Tend to just play older games these days, or games where it has a punishing difficulty and not much is explained to you. To me, it doesn't really depend much on the difficulty, because if I want a game to be harder, I can just make it so. You know, if I really want to. It's more about the game not working against me in order to play the game. That makes sense, you know? Like, if I want to play the game, then the game should let me play the game. And if I start the game and the game doesn't let me change the settings so in a way that I want nowadays, then it's also like a minus. A big minus. I didn't even talk about like the change in the UI for no reason. I don't know. I think Neo 3, it's either they didn't understand what was good about the previous ones, or they didn't believe on the previous ones, and they think that the new direction is better, which is not true. I don't know what's worse, honestly. Yeah, I mean, you could call it X or Y, but it's the same thing. It all comes down to they don't actually know what they had. And I don't know at what point that decision was made. You know? Man, I'm gonna need to do another run of that. I need 3 more tactical prism programs for that. Uh, 4 more there. And 4 more here. Yeah, for sure. For sure. Yeah, let me check this. Okay. I'll try to make the prediction again, I guess, just in case. But if it doesn't work, then I'll just not. Okay, I started the prediction again. If it doesn't work, then I'll just not do it again. Come on. We need to get those prisms. Boom. Let's go with this.
燃やすぜ全部をここにかける。
Oh, what? I didn't get one of the parries.
最後のページをめくりましょう。
逃げようってんなら手遅れだぜ。
そこまでですよ。忠実なる友や我にご覧様へ。氷のベッドで寝かしつけてあげる。頭を冷やしなさい。
降参、次は先に言うんだな。
Boom. Yes, I've been keeping up a little bit. I don't know if I've seen everything, but I know about they banned the trick from Mercedes and Red Bull that they got extra power from the electric engine. Which one was that? What? Oh yeah, like I don't know how it worked, but apparently like they were getting extra power from the electric engine at the end of the lap. I don't know how it worked, but yeah. And in the telemetry you could see like 103% or something like that. It's like, Oye, ya empierro la base, ¿no? Yeah, probably we're not gonna see Max for that long on the F1. Yo, buonasera, Puja. How you doing? Come andiamo? Andiamo bene? Benissimo. Tu? Andiamo bene. How do you say like I could be doing worse? Io potete andare no. No, ¿cómo sería? ¿Cómo sería? Podría irme peor. How do you say it in... I don't know. Molto malamente. Ah, no. Mana. That would be like a way to say it in very bad. No, no, no. Like like molto male. No, no. It's like when you say I could be doing worse, it's like, you know, like same thing as, you know, I cannot complain that much. You know, things are not going badly. It's just that maybe they're not going like super great, but you know. Puoi andare peggio. Oh, I see. Okay. One day, I'll actually learn Italian properly instead of just guessing.
氷のベッドで寝かしつけてあげる。惜しかったわね。
逃げようってんなら手遅れだぜ。
How would you say that in
次は持つわよ。
in Italian, by the way? Like one day I'll actually learn it properly. Qual giorno, maybe?
行くわね。
Un giorno io dovrei imparare italiano. That would be correct? Something like that? Bravo? Okay. Thank you, Kuji. Like, the thing is, if I actually got to learn Italian, I think it would be like super easy. It would be PF. PF being press forward. Sorry, it's just, I've been watching too much Trackmania lately. Because, you know, it is so similar to Spanish, and you know, like I already know a bit of it, so it's just, it should be pretty fucking easy to learn it with what I already know.
次は先に言うんだな。
But you know, too lazy. I keep getting sidetracked with just
みんなでバラバラにする。
with everything. Do you follow tennis, by the way, Tuja? As difficult as learning Spanish? Yeah, I guess.
燃やすぜ。全部をここにかける。
Yeah, I mean, technically I speak... I mean, I could say I do, and I also could say I don't. Because English is technically my third language, that I could say.
リチャちゃん、私に隠れて。
The issue is that I cannot ignore my second language. It is not very useful, nor I care about it much. My second language being Catalan. So...
逃げようってんなら手遅れだぜ。
And the thing is, like, speaking about Catalan, because I know Catalan, it will be extra easy for me to learn Italian. Because with Catalan and Spanish, I take more parts, you know, so to speak. Like, I have more in common with Italian than other people who don't have both, you know. Spanish is your third language. We're not very good at it. Haven't studied in a long time. I mean, if you want, I can start speaking in Spanish. Si quieres, puedo empezar a hablar en español y así practicas, ¿no? No me preocupa. Ok, tu español está un poco oxidado, ¿eh? Yeah, yeah. Like, you just told me that I don't care.
言うんだな。
Like, not that you don't care, but that I don't care. We both don't care. No nos preocupa. Well, I'll be like, no me importa, I guess. Maybe like, no me preocupa is like I'm not preoccupied with it, like I'm not worried about it. Yeah, that'll be a bit more accurate, I guess. But you know, not like necessarily bad translation either. Maybe at the Spanish, but more the Mexican version rather than what it's used in Spain. Yeah, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, I know that in the south part of the U.S., mainly like Miami, you know, like Florida basically, and maybe California as well, I guess. I'm not too sure. Yeah, no me importa, I don't care. Yeah. They speak quite a bit of Spanish, but yeah, it's mainly because of the influence from Mexico. Don't te preocupare, don't worry about that. What was this song about it? What was this? Now you just say that, and I remembered about the song. But non te preoccupare. What was the called? What was the song called, man? One moment. I have to check. Yeah, arriba, arriba. Yeah, arriba, arriba con de via dubare. Non ti preoccupare. Yeah, that one. You still have to improve your English. Okay. Okay, we arrived with 2 out of 3 Yudari. That's what I wanted to do right now. That's mostly because one of your parents grew up in Ecuador, so they speak English and Spanish. Interesting. Ecuador. Okay, give me 1 second. I have the prediction up. Okay, if we can have people participate in the prediction, I'd appreciate it. I'm gonna do one more run at least on this. I'm just gonna check what I want. Like Yao, I could get rid of Yao already. Like the idea is to have like the 2 out of 3 on as many as possible. So I could do Yeshun Wang. Yao. I don't think Yufufu would actually care about that, but I mean, I still have Lucia to do, right? Yeah, Lucia's still pending. So I could do Lucia, Yufufu. No. Jishuan is still there. What else? Maybe Billy? No. I mean, I could do some Sisha, you to warm up. Sisha with... I mean, there's also the auxiliary one. Yeah, Manato. I could do Manato as well. Yeah. Yeah, I could do Manato with Lucia and Yufufu, I guess. Yeah, I could do that. Manato here. Oh no. Because this is from the auxiliary one. Right? Like I already have the Manoto one. If that's the case. Yeah. Okay, no. I'm tripping. Andrina, Nicole, Caesar. Like all of these are just for that. Could do some Miyabi. Alice. I could do Miyabi, Alice, Yanagi, and just roll with it. Maybe. Sure. Just go full anomaly. Where's Alice? And where are you? There's like with this, you can just keep going with anomaly pretty much. Is it this one? Was it this one? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Let's go. So yeah, I'll start as soon as the prediction is over. You know, I'll start with the pulls for Cisia. Let's go with this one. Yeah, I played the Stellar Blade. I might do a second playthrough at some point, because I do want to play it on PC. But yeah. It is very good except for certain parts. Like I hate the towers. You know the towers like where you are banned from using melee combat. That's very uncomfy for me. And besides that, I'm not the biggest fan of like the it's kind of like restrictive the gameplay style. Like it's very focused on what is it called? On parries, you know. It's very parry focused. Dodges are not very viable in comparison. At least not as viable as I would like them to be. So yeah, I don't know, with some games it also depends on how those parries feel like, you know, how they are implemented in general. But in general, I prefer when I have certain kind of like freedom. You know, if I want to do certain things in a different way. It's one of the things that I think is great from Neo 1 and 2, you know? Okay, I'm just gonna do this. Boom. You know, the funny thing about just only having attackers is that you just keep attacking all the time because they keep... There's always someone who can do something. It's interesting. Yeah, I don't know, like with the parry games, like it really depends on how those parries feel and how much freedom I have besides just, you know, dealing with things with parries. Depending on those two factors, then I'll like the game more or less. In Sekiro, I mean, Sekiro, I kind of don't want to even consider it because it has one thing, like Sekiro has one particular thing that the others don't have, which is the fact that it was basically the first one. So like the whole concept of parrying, you know, being super parry focus or deflect focus, it was basically the identity of the game. And, you know, you could get away with it because, you know, no other game had that identity before, right? So in my case, I consider... Fuck. Man, stop with this. Hold on, give me 1 second. I consider the... Sekiro to have like a pass in somewhat like that doesn't mean that I'm gonna like it more or less. It is that I'm gonna be more lenient, you know, when it comes to considering like what's good or bad about the game in this regard, because, you know, it is like that. What I can criticize Sekiro the most of is the lack of options of attacking. Like, it's very... Like, it only has one button to attack. You know what I mean? And the heals and... and the tools are very limited in terms of variety that you can use at one time and how many times you can use it in a fight and whatnot. No, not really, Eric. Because Ninja Gaiden, you still have a lot of like combo modifiers and whatnot going on. With Sekiro, like you have some stuff here and there, but like moveset wise or combat options wise, it's like super limited. My issue with Ninja Gaiden is typically on how some bosses are absolutely fucking terrible. Like, thinking mainly about Ninja Gaiden 4 with this case. Like, the only reason why I didn't continue the 100 floors challenge is because there was like the machine fucking, the tank drilling, shooting machine, I don't know, like that boss going on. I refuse to fucking deal with that garbage. Especially when every time that you fail it, you have to go through all the fucking other floors before it. So I decided, you know what, I don't want to deal with this. I'm gonna just do other things, and I just ended it like that, And if it wasn't because of that, I would have continued. But I just absolutely fucking despise that boss. We didn't I didn't see like the wolf boss, like the flying wolf, whatever, or the kitsune boss. We just saw like all the other bosses are garbage besides the first one. The first one is great. But we saw that like the Buddha boss, which I didn't like. The blue boss that summons ads on the second phase, which I first tried, whatever, but the boss is trash anyways. And then after that you have like the stupid machine tank boss, which I despise so much. So I just didn't want to deal with that garbage. Sadly, they only had to not put that one boss there, but they did it, so I ended up like not continuing. Usually referring to the first two games. Ninja Gaiden 2 was great. Ninja Gaiden 1 I did not like. Game got worse and worse, especially from the what is it called? The military base onwards. Boom. Okay, how's the thing going like? Okay, so only one person participated in the prediction. Sadly, I cannot really do anything about it, so I guess we will just start rolling. Right after this, let's see. All right, let's start with this. The PT is 9, so I'm just gonna do one pull here, actually. I'm gonna do one pull for PT10 so we can go from 10 to 10. Okay. How did I learn Italian? I didn't. Yo no comprendo l'italiano. What was it called? Like the... Io non capisco. I know a bit. Yeah, a little bit. Just from hearing it every now and then. That's about it. Okay, so 20. Nothing. I envy the people who can go like super hype when they start pulling, and it's like, bro, just watching things happen. Anyways, 30. I don't know. I can get it to be like a bit exciting and whatnot, but I just at the end of the day, it's just randomness. There's not that much at stake. Okay, so that was 30, so this is 40. 40 pulls. Oh, okay. Do we fail the 50-50 or do we actually win? Let's see. $42. 43. 44. 45. 46. 47. 48. Yay! We won! Yay! Look at this mug. Yeah, bro. Easy win. Easy win. Nice. And then the bear. Feels good, man. Okay, so that was 48 PT, was it? No, not 48. Or yes, that's 30. It was 38. It was 38 PT. Damn, that was good. I was counting on 40 for whatever reason. But yeah, it was 38. Ooh. Okay, before we do anything else, we're gonna do this. Like the voice actress is also like so good. Okay, we're gonna level up. Like I could go for the engine. The thing is that they nerfed the engine, sadly. It doesn't have the glow on the belly like it used to. Such. I need to gather some materials as well. I require engine thing. I'm gonna do this. Okay, gonna do this actually. Oh yeah, I could do like a random temple on the other thing as well. Let's go to the coffee shop. Mm-hmm. What about you? How did you learn Spanish? Puja? Hmm. By the way, every time that I read your name, it reminds me of the Kuja pirate from One Piece. You know, the Amazons. Nice. Now, obviously, we're gonna level up all of this. For now, let's do that. I need to get more of that. And I need more money as well, then. Insane. Oh, no. No. Tienes hambre. ¿Y qué quieres comer? Where are you? Where are you?
それあしじゃなきゃダメな感じ
Then I need more money.
それ足じゃなきゃダメな感じ店長さん、お客様よ。今日のそれ足じゃなきゃダメな感じ
For now, I'll keep it like this. Now, in terms of engines, I don't know. Should I pull for her engine? I think that like I kind of have to, honestly. Because all the other ones that I have are not that great for her. This one is like, wait, what? Can overclock this one. And this one is like the engine, the signature engine for him, I think, if I remember correctly. Yeah, this is the next best one, basically. Hmm. So it's either going for this or going for the signature. What are the other? Because the thing is, like, the next patch is a skip for me. Big cylinder and box cutter. We'll just throw 10 here. Because I can. Oh, look, it's Anton. Maybe that's a signal. Or a sign, rather. I could also pull for seed, but I'm not a fan of seed gameplay. So I prefer to just not. Like basically the two options that I have are basically like we have pulled for Cisia, we got Cisia pretty early, won the 50-50, keep that win, save for the 3.0, which is gonna be one patch after this one. So this is 2.7, the next one is gonna be 2.8. And then after 2.8 is 3.0. And then we can accumulate quite a bit of pulls for 3.0. Or we go with only the 2.8 savings and just try to get the signature engine. I don't know, I'm thinking, because the thing is, like, the showcase, like this part used to glow. Now it doesn't glow, sadly. Not that it looks bad now, but look how like the tongue is like the two USB-Cs. But honestly, I should probably just save. I should probably just save. Like we have 70 pulls right now, plus the next patch, plus like what we get from these weeks. Like maybe I'll have like over 200 pulls at the start of 3.0. That would be juicy. That would be juicy. So yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Because probably on 3.0 I will pull for both characters and at least one of the engines, probably. So yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I have decided we don't need the signature. We're just gonna upgrade Anton's. Oh, no, not recycle. Equip. Thank you. Man, we need more money. How many do we have here? 6. Craft. And then just money. I'm actually gonna do this first. Let's see. Man, like that's what happens when you try to. Bro, dogs, stop talking. Trying to do things. Ah, man. When you try to optimize the build, you know, and you keep getting unlucky with the discs and everything, so you just, you know. Oh yeah, I should probably change my thingy. Yay. Okay, let's go on a date with Sisio. Grab your lighter to trade for X, then try to blame it on a rat. Then. You know, for a nickname, it's kind of long. Lock picking. Mm. Yeah. This guy, the lock picking lawyer. Hmm.
僕おけどこはいそれ足じゃなきゃダメな感じ
Yeah, we're still missing the money.
シロピン誰かがアシュラのことジロジロ見てるよ
I don't know if that's enough.
店長さんおけなあれそれ足じゃなきゃダメな感じ
Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. Now for this, let's see. Hmm. Hmm. I guess we could go either Dawn's Bloom or Thunder Metal and then Swing Jazz or Moonlight Lullaby. Yeah. Okay, so... Okay, so this is what we have here. We want for this 6 is region, you know, energy region. This 5 electric damage, crit rate or crit damage on the last one. And the 4. Okay. Okay, so I have some energy region over there. I mean, this one is already built. Pretty much. Could go with that. Let's see what else is there. Now I'll take the first ones that are available. Have some electric damage bonus over here, but not much more than that. Let's leave this one for later. This one is pretty good. I mean, I could also try with Astral's thing. Because I do have quite a few of Astral. Just go. I mean, this one is pretty good. Let's see our options first, you know, with what we already have. This guy, I guess I will have to level up things. What about here? This one's pretty good. So is that one? This one has energy regen though. Great. Okay, that's a 5. So 4. I mean, this one is a bit worse, but for the set, it could be worth doing that. Kind of like the same here, but yeah. So here will be with the astral. What happened there, bro? With this, like without investing anything else, this is what we have. Not ideal, but we have some decent pieces here and there. Yeah, we need more crit damage. But it's not too bad for a first day kind of thing. Wish I had like a electric damage one. The only ones that I have are these ones with electric damage. Okay, let's I think yeah, I did this one the other day. And then you I think we can try out the team. Let's see. What is a good spot to try this out? I guess the Deadly Assault is a good spot. Yeah, this one. What is the good one here? I guess you. Now let's see how we can roll with this.
紐を打尽にするぞ。それのダメージダブ。蛇と雷って似てない？蛇に睨まれたら終わりっす。いい戦術、絶対に引かない。己が罪と向き合えん。テイラハテイやチャンス。懲らしめてやろう。観念しろし。正気に戻れ。無足開始。警戒して。カカン。甘くれただい。逃がさないとね。いい戦術。お縄につけん。はい、じゃあ足が狩る番ね。チャンス。
Can you?
命令に従うわ。はい、そこ逃げない。諦めの悪いやつに。
I don't know. It doesn't seem to be working that well. We'll restart this. I'm gonna try to maybe go a bit further by changing a little bit the strat.
逮捕するぞ。予測開始。火力を上げるわ。絶対に引かない。甘すぎた。この場で正してやろう。はっやっほっせい。やぶから出たのは毒蛇でした。執行。おとなしくしろってな。チャンス。うわ、でっかー。集中砲火よ。いい戦術。迷わず海をすぐ直せ。それのダメージダブ。蛇と雷って似てない？ じゃあ足がカルバンね。チャンスカッカン。己が罪と向き合えん。ふんせんはんやいい戦術。命令に従うわ。正気に戻れ。蛇と雷って似てない？砂をたぐるときチャンス。また足に起きてるわけ？いい戦術。
I don't know, man.
チャンス。それのイベンジダブ。絶対に引かない。敵に注意。今よ。
Okay, I'm gonna do this slightly different now. If not, then I'll change the team again.敵に注意。体勢が崩れた。修正。あなたの代償に今すぐ強気がいるようだ。ゲイナハゲイ。蛇に睨まれたら終わりっす。チャンス。懲らしめてやろう。命令に従うわ。おとなしくしろってな。集中砲火よ。いい戦術。チャンス。
い戦術。ルーレインを己が罪と向き合えん。はっやっほっふんチャンス。執行。ナイスと逃げない。火力を上げるわ。
I don't know. I don't see how this is gonna be good enough. Like, obviously, it's just not working.
Tencho-sanとのお出かけ。何やら有事であるな。
私はこの道義を貫き通す。
命令を待つ。総括はここだ。まさに撤収。邪悪謀反。来たか。ひらめきを探す。テレアスを。しまくんもな。
一刀無影。雪のしずく。この刀に誓おう。
この子大したことないじゃん。うちだけもうちょいやって。かくなる上は道連れや。掴み取るから。妄想っていう奇跡。
一刀無影。
お手本よーく見ててね。
勝利を上となし、闘乱はこれに次ぐ。
さあ見てくれたお礼をしないとね。絶対気に入ってくれるよ。
容赦はしない。
ここはうちに任しとき。
さやちれ。
もうちょい寄って。うちの
雪のしずく。
アラフィヒットか。
ボコボコにしたる流星スパイラルハンマー。好きや。ライブが始まるよ。この子大したことないじゃん。掴み取るから妄想で言うくせに。悪直残見てて、流星ハンマー乱れ打ち。やっはっはっさあふい終わりだ。カメラにいずれがいいよ。パンと炸裂。店長さんとのお出かけならいつでも大歓迎だよ。
逃げようってんなら手遅れだぜ。
追撃します。攻撃続行。
燃やすぜ、全部をここにかける。
本出走です。そろそろ怒りますね。あっちでは毒蛇だし、蛇に睨まれたら終わりっす。息つく暇も与えません。うわ、でっかー。追撃します。そこ目ですよ。
降参、次は先に言うんだな。
ロッカーにあだなした報いを。
逃げようってんなら手遅れだぜ。
でも続編利だし。空の方向へ。やぶから出たのは毒蛇でした。
燃やすぜ、全部をここにかける。
ドローでしたね。
なんか君弱そうじゃん。主
心身一如。
蛇に睨まれたら終わりっしょ。
追撃します。そろそろ怒りますよ。
降参、次は先に言うんだな。
やるときはやるっすわ。はい、じゃあ足が狩る番ね。
弱点を攻めましょう。目を覚ましましたね。
そこめですよ。
攻撃続行。
逃げようってんなら手遅れだぜ。
ロッカーにあだなした報いを。
続け。
Yo, S machine, what is up? Guess how many pulls did I need? And yes, I did get her. Over 100? No.
全部をここにかける。
やぶから出たのは毒蛇でした。追撃します。心身一如。
Want to move this? I got her at 38 PT, which is actually really good.
蛇に睨まれたら終わりっす。足一気に堂々。追撃します。
降参、次は先に言うんだな。
では毒蛇だし、この場で処罰します。そろそろ怒りますね。
How's the character? Gameplay wise, she's okay. Everything else, really good. She's floating.
なんで卵プリンが補給物資に入んないわけ？よっ。攻撃続行。
逃げようってんなら手遅れだぜ。
追撃します。攻撃続行。ロッカーにあだなした報いを。
Oh wow, I touched that. Insane. Amazing.
燃やすぜ、全部をここにかける。
追撃します。ここは制圧下です。また足に押し付けるわけ？やぶから出たのは毒蛇でした。攻撃続行。無意味なあがきです。
Neo Sprint is better and has overall better movement. Damn.
対処します。
You see this? Like when you switch to Cisia, what she does?
足じゃなきゃダメ
Because she's a snake.
毒がスタンバイ
Yep. Yeah, they're really nice.
San, 次は先に言うんだな。
ヘビに睨まれたら終わりっす。公務執行です。心身一のああしては毒蛇だし追撃します。私の獲物は誰だ。やるだけはやるっすな。ナイスショット。
What? Thing is, like, now I'm broke on the game because like I need more Dennis and whatnot in order to improve my build. Yeah. It's what I have right now. It's okay, but it could be done better. Talk about cheeky animations. Look at this one. Could go with Astra Yao as well. But I could do Cisia Banjo. No. I don't want to. I don't know what I want to go for. Hmm. I could go Banjo, Evelyn, Estrellao, I guess. All three are at 0. And which one was it? This one? I don't remember. I mean, I guess I could go with the fire one. Which I don't remember which one it was. This one. No, she's okay. Fire-based cat as well.
逃げようってんなら手遅れだぜ。燃やすぜ、全部をここにかける。無理をするでない。
この視線をくぐれる者はいない。
五線不絶、演奏立つ。降参、次は先に言うんだな。
Nice, that's a good one. Like these characters, I never use because I don't even have them. I don't really like them enough to get them.
セキュリティに穴はな。
逃げようってんなら手遅れだぜ。
Gameplay wise, they're pretty good, but yeah. Design-wise, I couldn't really care much about them.
山崩れ大地は避ける。
私こそ貴様にとっての終点。最後の計画だ。
燃やすぜ、全部をここにかける。
守る。すべて排除する。
新天同地。
出口すべて封じた。
一撃でどうだ。降参、次は先に言うんだな。
完璧だ。
この歌を世界に捧げるわ。
この視線をくぐれる者はいない。
連鎖を断つ。逃げようってんなら手遅れだぜ。
オープニングアクトはここに。すべて制御下。
Can you? What happened to my? Right now, please stop fucking around. Yeah, whatever. That's another thing. Like, I don't actually like the Astra Yao gameplay that much. Considering. Yeah.
山崩れ大地は避ける。
セキュリティに穴はない。私こそ貴様にとっての終点。
響き合う魂の歌。
出口はすべて封じた。
降参、次は先に言うんだな。
やはり一筋縄ではいかない。
小村、ゴーク。
セキュリティに穴はない。精密一切守る。すべて排除する。
小村、逃げようってんなら手遅れだぜ。 新天道地烈眼構成不絶
私の歌がついてるわ。
出口は全て封じた。
燃やすぜ全部をここにかける
この視線をくぐ
Okay,
る
that should
者はい
be
ない。
it.
来るぞ。
降参次は先に言うんだな
牽制する。
連鎖を断つ続けよなんと登山者か
隙あり。
逃げようってんなら手遅れだぜ
私の出番。
剣客連綿
共に行こう。
この歌を世界に捧げるわ。
セキュリティに穴はない。私こそ貴様にとっての終点。
山崩れ大地は避けるいやこのほどの知れ
Yeah, but
全て封じた。
hi then.
ここにかける
No, it's a bit better than Neo 3.
牽制する。
Especially in the sense that they don't betray their players' expectations. They actually set. Yeah, it is quite a sad situation. Basically, our worst fears came true.
構成不絶
You went back to Monster Hunter Wilds? Yeah, I did a little bit as well. I play sometimes Wilds.
降参次は先に言うんだな
牽制する。
剣客連綿
Farming gold magias. Well, I don't. I don't know. I just back in the days of the Monster Hunter 3, I did a lot of farming for set and whatnot.
判断が揺れる
I ended up just kind of growing out of the farming shenanigans pretty much. No, I didn't. I did not see it. At least I don't think I did. I don't remember. Yeah, I can link it. I guess I can check it out in a moment. Not like I'm doing anything like critical at the moment. I'll do it after this one. But yeah, I'll just say what I said the other day as well. It is no coincidence that the moment the series is in a worse state speedrun wise, it is also in the worst state replayability wise. It's almost as if like a good game to replay is also normally a good game to speedrun, or vice versa. Yeah, I also don't think so, honestly. Like, it's just the issue is that it is a change in design and, you know, like the philosophy with their games and whatnot. So this is the direction that they wanted to go in, and what that means is that we don't like replayability and veteran players are not taken into consideration. I don't think it is the open field. I really don't think so. But it doesn't help. Yeah, and besides replayability, the NG Blast is also pretty shite. Yeah. Especially like there's no real reason to do anything. Like, you progress with the story and that's about it, but in terms of like the things that you can do, like the side stuff, like there's no incentive. Getting the treasures, getting the Chijiko and whatnot, like, doesn't give you anything of value. So it's kind of like dumb. I don't know, I was expecting that they would still get like points, you know, samurai points and ninja points or whatever. But not even that, for some random reason. But honestly, the biggest issue with Neo 3, well, there's two big issues, okay? One is the change of approach in the design, and how what they want to do is just get new players, but they don't care. They don't think about like, oh yeah, like maybe people who are not straight up new, and you know, also this kind of specific kind of people who are new will not appreciate the changes, you know, stuff that worked perfectly on the other games that now is changed, you know, in a nonsensical way. And then, yeah, And then besides all of that, but also as consequence of that, partially, is the ninja style. You know, the separation between samurai style and ninja style. Before that, we didn't have a separation. You know, it was just Neo gameplay. And the issue is, even if the ninja style wasn't half baked, which it is, you know, it's not good. Not being ninja, I mean, not being samurai or Neo style rather. Like not being like Neo gameplay, and you know, dividing the gameplay in two makes it so the game is not truly a Neo game. Like I was talking about it earlier, Neo 3 on its own, if it didn't have the 3 there, it was just, if it was just a new game or not, like a new IP or whatever, great game, you know. I would put it like a 8.5 or 9 or whatever, you know, like with some changes or whatnot. The issue is, since it is Neo 3 and it comes from Neo 1 and 2, and there's so much changes, many of which are like step backwards on, and some you know, small forward movement, you know, forward progression with all of the rest. Because of all of that, it is a failure of a Neo game. Like, it is not actually Neo. Oh yeah, let me check the thing. Let's see. Guess I'll do this so you can see what I'm looking at. Okay, this is joder, bug reports. This is bug reports. Okay, so from here, like from this, it's feedback. Priority high. Active skill customization. Yeah, Garden Spirit Dash. Oh yeah, this is the what is it called? The you know, the thing you unlock after Yakotsubaba. Move directly from the acquired combat skills to the customization menu. More in-depth skill customization. Swiss glaive, active skill customization. Yeah, all that stuff. Grapple animations. Some of these are fixed. Like this one, in theory, it is fixed, at least partially. As proficiency. Here, this is also really important. No way to buy back either. Yeah. Co-op. Crucible weapons. Hmm. Yeah. This one is insane. This one is so fucking insane. Like, this is one of the worst things. Boss-wise, this is one of the worst things. Second range weapon, yeah. Yeah, not being able to keep pulse after Frost Moon is kinda garbage. One to interact needs to be completely disabled or unlocking. Mm. Drop inputs, yeah. Yeah, like the inputs issue is insane. Yeah, here. There's like the game inputs are absolute fucking trash in the Neo 3. I didn't use flash attack much, honestly. I just, I don't know, I'm so used to not having it. To be honest, flash attack is more like a fancy thing. Like you can optimize certain things with flash attack, at least in Neo 2, but yeah. Typically speaking, it's more like a fancy thing than anything. Swiss glaive. Yeah, Swiss glaive has quite a bit of issues as well. Kanagi. Overcrowded martial art inputs. Yeah, this thing. Combo and Enders. Mm-hmm. The style skill customization. I'm not gonna go into the details because all of this is just kind of like just specific suggestions on how to do certain things, but you know, like the issue is there. And yeah, I remember this being one of my feedback for in the demo. Like like it's a thing. Like ninja style is not only not Neo, it's not even like it's not even similar to Ninja Gaiden, you know, all that stuff. Like it's just Neo light. It's very Neo light. Like it's basically like only low stance Neo plus you know the shenanigans of ninja style. That's about it. Like it's just I don't know. And yeah, like the split stuff the skills is insane. Yeah. Skill slots, more ninja button inputs, yeah. All that stuff. Visual clarity. Onion magic. Oh yeah. Like now, if you have to, if you have awakening, you have to move in order to make it fast, because otherwise it's still pretty slow. And yeah, like I don't know, like how many times have I mentioned that dojos are basically just the stop gates for unlocking things? Like even in Neo 1 and 2, like honestly, like in some ways in Neo 3 is better with the dojos, in other things is worse. Like, you know, for example, not letting you equip more than one weapon per style, then you need to do the dodge in order to allow that to happen. But yeah, like besides those things, like it's always been so annoying how, like, for whatever reason, the game just locks your progress with mechanics of the game behind the dojos. Yeah, here the Samurai Ninja locks, like it's like the fact that you get all of them on NG, before NG Plus, if you can collect all the things on New Game, you already have all of them, and then they're not nowhere near enough to max out all of them. It's stupid. Samurai Tree, when you switch from Ninja style to Samurai style, you get the opportunity to keep those. This would be like super good. This would almost fix most of the issues with separation. Adding this extra layer, meaning that you can just do some things on Ninja style, and then you keep those, you maybe even keep those flags on Samurai style. That would be like quite nice. Obviously, I would very much prefer if the game was just Samurai style, but if we're gonna have both of them, they need to be interconnected in similar ways to this. Anyways. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like I think I also did that. I don't know if I wrote it, but I definitely like commented on it on the feedback. Yeah, here, for example, Heaven Earth Man skills, Kipples on dodge and whatnot. Like all the stuff that we had on the Samurai now is just fucking like, I don't know, man. They just wanted to implement a bunch of like shit on the map, and they decided to just take away from the Samurai style, in order to implement it in the map. All weapons you have Samurai mode, yeah. Yeah. Last performance stat discrepancy between Samurai form and Ninja form. It is recommended to strengthen the Samurai form either in Ash proficiency state or in its normal state. Increase damage multiplier, get reduction multiplier, all that stuff. Yeah, like the performance, and you know this firsthand about as well. Like the performance between Samurai and Ninja is ridiculous, like the difference. How you can just destroy things with Ninja style compared to Samurai style. And the thing is, like, it's not like you cannot get to those levels with Samurai style. The thing is, like, you need to build up to that. But by the time you build up to that, like, you would have already killed it with Ninja, basically. Like, you don't have to build up with Ninja. You just have, like, the insane damage with the back attacks. But, with Samurai, you have to do the build up. I don't mind there being a build up, but the base of it is trash. Just maybe like increase the base and nerf a little bit the build up, maybe, or don't nerf the build up. Like just let people who know about the game quite a bit and can switch mid combat, like the skills and whatnot, profit from it. That could also be a thing. But as it is right now, like it's really annoying because on top of all of this, like whenever you start our proficiency, which by the way, if you do a skill, you're gonna start it. If you do a strong attack, you're gonna start it. So it's not like you can just save it until you want it if you're on Samurai style, unless you only go with regular attacks. But with regular attacks, you don't have key damage. And what's the window that you want to punish on? when they have no key. So that's when you want to use the Ars Proficiency. But you know, like if you're going with Samurai, that is not the case. So what you can do is you start with Ninja. But if you're already on Ninja and you do a lot of damage on Ninja, then you might as well not switch to Samurai to begin with. Fucking stupid, man. Anyways. Yeah, here this is this is a very important as well for sure for the replayability. Well, not replayability in this case, for the NG Plus stuff, you know. Continued endgame content. Only one of Jack of Trades and Cerberus can be equipped. Yeah, there's a lot of restrictions on all that stuff, yeah. Yeah, the skill capacity and passive skills. The thing is, like, I don't know, it's just like there's some stuff that could just do like just could be just on the tree, and other stuff that you know, are fine there. But the thing is, like, we need more samurai and ninja points, but especially samurai points, and we need more skill capacity in general. And yeah, here the versatility is also pretty bad. And yeah, here this one as well. That is accumulation. Oh, is this more specific? Style shift. Yeah, just having properties besides that. Either summoning seals, weapon balance on the Odachi, on the Switchcliff, all that stuff. Medium character creation. Clan ranks. Yeah, this is also my part of my feedback, you know. And you know, the funniest thing about the tutorial, or you know, like the intro of the game tutorial, is that it doesn't actually teach you anything relevant for the game itself. Like it just tells you to do like you know, attack 3 times, block 3 times, dodge 3 times, or whatever. Key pulls and whatnot, but it doesn't actually, like, it's not really a tutorial. It's like, these are buttons, press them, kind of shenanigans. But yeah, whatever. Oh yeah, the weapon display. Yeah, this is also part of my feedback here. I got arachnophobia as well. Checkpoint. Inventory symbols. Also, like the summoning seals, like there's another thing. Like with Neo 2, your resources are basically your items, and then everything else you can just build up from playing the game. In Neo 3, that doesn't work like that. You know, like the yokai abilities in Neo 2, you can just get them by playing, right? Or you can get the anima back by playing. Same with like the Guardian Spirit skills in Neo 3. But then, like the summoning seals, you know, like the replacement for the yokai abilities, basically, on the soul cores, are just like a number of uses, and that's it. You know, it's like magic. I don't know. It's also, I mean, they are not nearly as good to begin with either way, but yeah. And yeah, like the basic skill for the Guardian Spirit skill is actually pretty high. Like the fact that the basic skill is only like it's like either 3/4 or 2/3 or something like that of the beginning like spirit force. Like you cannot do 2 in a row until later in the game when you have built up more, which is wild. It's like at the start of Neo 2, if you pick up, for example, like the Enki Soul Core, you can do 2 Enkis in a row if you have full anima, and that's the base anima. And there's other skills that are like, you know, need less anima, and even with others that need more, if you build up enough, and you know you can do more than one. But yeah, the plus map, full map reset. Made some map. Yeah, the this thing is also, and honestly, like the game is slower than Neo 2. In what sense? Um, combat skills. Some, yes. Not all of them. Like overall, it's around the same, but some are a little slower, yeah. Yeah, here. Okay. We're done with it. Let's I went through it. It's basically, for the most part, is what we shared on the Discord, on the feedback and whatnot. I guess we're gonna do. Let's see what else can I get there. Someone who benefits, but it's also like not there. Yeah, we can only hope. We can only hope. Can do Alice, Jane, and someone else. Peely. Alice, Jane, Peely. Let's go. Jane, where are you? Here. And you there. But yeah, what I was saying, I really don't expect anything, honestly. Like, it's just, it is what it is. Remember when I was talking about, like, I am never a fan of a team or more specifically to from my company or anything like that. Like, I'm never gonna be like a straight fan of that, you know, because team changes, you know, companies changes, and you know, I can be a fan of like how someone works, like how a certain player works, or a racer races, you know, or whatever. But when it comes to a group of people, you know, that group of people is gonna change. And yeah, it's gonna go from the thing that you love or you like to something different, and then suddenly you're disappointed big time. So you can either like just not be a fan anymore, or just be stubborn and say you're not wrong and keep going with that team. Yeah, honestly, like they could have just done Neo 2 in with the world, you know, the open field concept that they wanted to do, and then everything else the same, you know, with some extra stuff, you know, forget about like a ninja style and shenanigans like that, and yeah, like everyone will be happy. I don't know, like, I think the moment, like, if they had the idea and they went with, okay, let's just try to do this, and then the moment that they decide to do the weapons is like, oh yeah, we could do 7 weapons here, 7 weapons there. I don't know, the moment that happened, like, they should have just said, yeah, maybe the players are not gonna be happy about that. Maybe we should stay true to our original gameplay. Yeah, I mean, that's essentially it, man. Again, I don't want to complain about things. I want to be happy, you know, but you know, if things are not the way they should, then I'm not gonna sit there and say and pretend everything is okay.
降参次は先に言うんだな
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
いざ勝敗を決めるのだわ
Sometimes they say less is more, but you have to know the principle behind it. It's not like, oh yeah, if we remove things it's gonna be better. No, it's like remove the unnecessary or unwanted stuff, you know, things that do not let people see the trees, you know. Or, you know, the forest, you know. And you know, like maintain everything that works in favor of what you want to do, right?
全員分あるから慌てんなって
I don't know. Like you gotta know what you have and why people like what you have, and if you want to add more into that, cool. But yeah, like removing from there from the equation, not a good idea. Yeah. Yeah, it is what happens when
エッツショータイム
when you lose track of what makes things good.
さあフィナーレよ
燃やすぜ全部をここにかける
ほんの気持ちよ
このチャンスもらったのだわ
これはいね気を抜いてダメよ
Yeah, I mean, no one is running it, yeah. Sam, but I haven't seen one of his streams in a while. I don't know if he's grinding offline or what. Maybe he is. Maybe I keep missing his streams or something. I mean, I it's not like I'm actively looking for it, but yeah. Bro, like I press left, I mean not right, yeah. Over stream Senior Paradise. Pooper was playing Neo 3 with Nini, now Ninu. I don't know why she changed the name, but
スターライトここに輝く
why did I? Well, whatever.
動くなよ
By the way, speaking of playing outdoor games, I might do some Trackmania very soon.
逃げようってんなら手遅れだぜ
I Haven't played Trackmania in a while.
じゃあそのまま返すすぐ終わるわあんたは狩られる側
Yeah, I mean, it's what I mean. Like, they basically just are going in a different direction.
華麗なるシンメトリー
And that direction is not one that convinces me.
いちいち相手してられないの
Or most of the usual player base. No, definitely it didn't. Neo 2 stayed alive for very, very long.
燃やすぜ全部をここにかける
一肌脱ぐわ逃がさない
待ちなさい天の舞うまま嫌な予感
And I don't know, like, it is weird in a sense because they have seen
フィナーレよ
what has been happening with this kind of approach ever since they dropped like Wolong, you know.
見たくないわよ
They have seen what happens with the community
先に言うんだな
and they just selected to not give a shit about it. So, yeah.
敗北なし
It's showtime そこだパン
Xbox money.
ごめんね
Yeah, I don't know.
一肌脱ぐわ
逃げようってんなら手遅れだぜ
Yeah, it sold very well. The issue is, or not the issue, honestly, for me it's not an issue, but for them it's gonna be an issue, is that
あんたは深淵に触れちゃった
that is not gonna translate into more sales in the future if they keep this up.
返す連続作戦なのだわ
Yeah. It's like, you know, what I was saying earlier, you know, like the same strategy that beat Ubisoft in the ass. Going for the short-term
ここは私が
wins. Or earnings. And then, you know, missing out on the long term. Yeah, but cannot be playing Neo 2 forever.
あんたは狩られる側。
燃やすぜ、全部をここにかける。
華麗なるシンメトリー。やあボディすぐ終わるわ。
Wow, insane damage.
全員分あるから慌てんなって。
完璧なシンメトリー。集中。
さあ、フィナーレよ。
タイムフィールド圏敗北なし。
降参、次は先に言うんだな。
見たくないわよ。
Fuck. Okay, see ya, bot. Thank you for stopping by, man. Yeah, I'll probably call it very soon as well. Just doing extra shenanigans. Yeah, I'm actually... I don't know, maybe I'll do one more. No, I think I'll just call it here. I think I'm just gonna call it. I'm gonna keep going right now. Just very grindy shenanigans going on. Okay. So yeah, see you around everyone.